This is a lesson that I've always gone over with every single one of my first year students. This is one of the first lessons that we do, actually. This is the very first time I ever meet them. They have their instrument, they sit down, and this is what I tell them. Okay, why don't you take your instrument and put it on the ground? And this is what they do. Now, I'm really nervous about doing this because I have a really nice Italian cello, but I have to demonstrate to you what this means. So, to prevent this, I'm just going to do this because, there we go. I have my students and they'll say, oh, okay, I'll put my cello on the ground. And they do that. And they put it flat on the ground like that. That is terrible. Never do this. Or they'll do like, they're sitting on their chair and they'll put it, I don't know, over here or over there. Or even worse, they'll do this, and this is what makes me most nervous. And they'll put their cello like this, like that. Never, never, never do this. Never do this. Never do anything. Your cello belongs in one way and one way alone. It belongs on its side like this. Okay? That is how it belongs. Now, it's such an easy thing to do, but I'll teach you how to do it. There is a hidden handle on your instrument. It is right here. This is the right side of your instrument. So your instrument is always controlled by your left hand at all times. Your left hand is control of it. You're going to around the neck of a goose, okay? And the second hand, your right hand, goes right here. So you're here playing, like so. You're playing la-di-da-di-da-di-da. I'm going broke style, la-di-da-di-da. And when you're done, left hand on the neck, right hand here, over on the left side of your body. Bottom, top, gently done. That's how you do. To pick it up, the same thing. Left hand on the neck, right hand on the hidden handle, up, and there you go. To pull out your end pin, simply lie it on your lap, pull out your end pin, and you're ready to go. When we sit with our cellos, we have to think about how our body, most importantly, how our skeleton is sitting on the chair. And so I want you to take notice of one thing I'm going to do. Imagine you can see through my body and you can see this big bone here. Do you know what this is called? The femur. The femur, yeah. So this is right here, and I'm going to remove my butt pad. I love these things. And I'm going to sit right here on the very edge, where cellists sit. And the reason why we sit like this is because our legs are part of our instrument. In other words, we play a cello, we play literally a viol de gamba. A viol de gamba, as in the gamba, as in the legs. We don't play a viol de braccio. We don't play a viol de spalla. We play a viol de gamba. So this is part of the embracing of our instruments, our gambas, our legs. They don't still sit there like dead logs. They're engaged in holding the instrument. And so, in order to do this correctly, we literally have to sit so far on the chair we're almost falling over. And we sit so far that our pelvis, here's our pelvis bone right here, our hip bone, and our leg bones right here, so they're nice and ready. And this is what I will show you. If you are in the right position, nice and straight, your body can straighten out those legs, and you see that? There's no articulation. In other words, there's no movement in my hip, in my pelvis, as I straighten this leg out. Now, how do I know if I'm sitting far up enough? Well, if I sit back a little bit, is this correct? Well, let's see. I'm going to straighten my leg out. I didn't do anything. I just straightened my leg out. And you see that movement is pushing my body up. Back forward a little bit. Let's do that again. Nice. Nice. You see, when we sit on our chairs, we're literally holding our instruments with our legs. This is the Baroque style of playing. we sat with our instruments like this, with our legs holding the instrument. We have these fancy inventions called end pens now, but before a long time, we literally held our instruments and we played like this, with our torso free. It was literally a viol da gamba. But today, we still have to engage our instrument with our legs, just like we did when these instruments were first invented 300 years ago, with the intention of having our pelvises far enough on a chair so our legs can freely sit on the ground, at the same time be able to flex with the instrument. That is how you should always sit with your instrument, with your legs at an edge, like this, you see, nice and edge, and your instrument like so. That will make a lot of chairs quite uncomfortable. That's why I suggest you buy one of these bad boys right here. This right here is a cushion. There's all sorts of ones you can buy online. This is the Tush Cush. You get them in San Diego. And as you see, it just made this straight chair comfortable. You could even sit further back on a chair like this. And a lot of your chairs in school have this sort of dip, in the chair that goes down. It's very uncomfortable for cellists. Get one of these things. I've taught in many, many schools, and those chairs are terrible for cellists. They're not made for sitting on the edge. So when you put this on the edge of any chair, it becomes so much more comfortable, and it's not, cutting into the back of your legs. And that's how you sit. There you go. I hope you like this. If you want to learn more, I will always provide you free information. And of course, it's going to be coming to you weekly. So please like and subscribe and learn cello with me today, so we can have a better, happier tomorrow. That's kind of corny, I know. It's terrible.